What was the beginning for you to say, you know what, I'm going to take all my knowledge that I have, that I went to school for, and help people live a better life?
Man, that's an interesting question and topic. But what happened was I was actually sick in my younger years.
Okay.
At the age of 21, I suffered from a heart attack.
No way.
Yeah, man, I had a heart attack. I had scar tissue on my heart. My kidneys was failing. I had diabetes mellitus. I had hypertension, high blood pressure, erectile dysfunction at the age of 21. So I ended up having a heart attack. Yeah, man, running in the streets, clowning, not eating correctly.
Not getting no rest.
No, not getting none at all. Just being in the streets, running with gangs, doing drugs, just all types of stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. And when you live a life of toxicity like that, you get backed up and it tends to start attacking you.
Correct.
So that's what happened, man. I had that heart attack, and once I had that heart attack, I was in a hospital. It scared me straight. My mama, everybody was telling me, slow down, slow down, slow down. You're going to end up dead or you're going to end up in prison. Slow down. And I didn't slow down. But when I had that heart attack, something spiritually happened to me in that hospital room on that bed, man. That doctor looked at me and was like, if you do this again, you might not make it back. And man, it scared me straight. I went home. I kicked over all of my medicine. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at life. I'm mad at God. I'm mad at everybody. And for the first time in my life, I realized this ain't God's fault. This ain't my mama fault. This ain't the streets fault. This ain't my daddy fault. This me. I'm the one choosing to put these toxic substances in my body. Yes. I gave myself the so-called heart attack. Yeah. And from there, I'm like, man, I'm done taking this medicine. I'm 21. I can't get an erection because the hypertension medicine wouldn't allow me to get proper blood flow down there.
Get no blood flow.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me Google and see if I can find some natural remedies. Man, I end up Googling stuff. It sent me to YouTube. Get on YouTube. This Caucasian male popped up. He's talking about all these natural remedies, but I really couldn't feel them because I just couldn't relate to them. But YouTube had just came out with something where if the video go off, a new suggestion come on. And guess who popped up? A tall, skinny, bald-head man with a little gray beard. Talking about, I done healed sickle cell anemia, leukemia, herpes, HIV, lupus. And I'm like, man, he is lying through his teeth.
Right.
But I kept listening because something resonated with me. And then as I kept listening and how simplistic he was, it made sense.
Yes, sir.
Man, literally, I have an addictive personality, brother. 48 hours straight, I didn't go to sleep. I watched every last one of his videos, man.
No way.
So I ended up finding out his wife's name, his children's name, and then the last video I watched was talking about the fig tree out in New York and talking about how his wife, my eye, ran it, and they put a number at the bottom. So, man, I'm harassing them. I'm blowing them up. I'm like, look, I just need healing. I'll pay whatever I need to pay. Right. And I ended up getting in contact with my eye and her assistant. And they ended up, just telling me things, telling me about the alkaline diet. And this is me first getting in. This is before I started doing my own research and stuff. So they was telling me about the alkaline diet and, certain herbs that I can take and all of that. So I ended up taking the information and applying it. So as I started applying the information, I'm like, man, I know this go deeper than this. I know, because when you go into nature, I noticed they don't cook food. So I'm like, it gotta be something deeper than this. So I started studying nature, started studying raw foodists and, not cooking your food and taking herbs. So I ended up taking an herbology class. I did that for a few years. And then after that, I ended up enrolling in school to become a biochemist. But as I was doing that, I was already messing with my own herbs and taking my own concoctions. And man, I ended up healing myself. I went on a 120-day juice fast, nothing but liquids. I messed up like 3 times though. But so out of that 120 days, literally like 117 days, nothing but juice, liquids. So I took that, man. I'm 5'5". You see that? I'm not tall at all. I'm 5'5". I had weighed over 260 pounds.
You lying?
Super big, man. I'm talking about big, man. Within the first week, I lost 60 pounds. First week on the juice fast, lost 60 pounds. Man, I ended up getting down to 134. Super little. Whoa. Man, all them toxins came out of my body, man. I went back after 140 days and of taking the juice and taking the herb concoction that I made, man. I did not have no more scar tissue on my heart. I didn't have diabetes no more. And this is on an all fruit diet, showing you that the academics, that the curriculum is lying, because they say that sugar fruit or fructose actually causes you to raise your blood sugar. They'll tell you that. But I was on all fruit juice and I healed myself of diabetes. I was on all fruit juice and a few herbs, and I healed myself of the scar tissue on my heart. I regenerated the cellular tissue to make up my heart.
Body nothing but goodness.
Yes, nothing but pure energy, pure nutrients, amino acids, minerals, the essential phytonutrients you need. Everything that I needed was in those fruit, and I just juiced it. And man, it flushed my system. And then that's when I realized obesity is not you just packing on fat. Fat is to hold toxins, and if you get rid of the toxins, guess what you get rid of? The fat. So things just started making sense. But remind you, I'm in school learning biochemistry. I'm in school learning about herbology. I'm in school learning about anatomy and physiology. So what I'm learning from me having hands-on experience in clinical trials, and I'm matching it with the books where I got my certifications at, the shit was lining up. It was not lining up. So that's when I realized, should I say, what the true enemy was. The true enemy was the information and knowledge that is actually being pushed upon our community and our people. It's not the right information. And once I did that, man, I ended up healing myself. From there, my mama seen that. I healed my mom of high blood pressure, hypertension. I started healing everybody in my family. And then, I'm an ex-gang member. So my homeboys from my neighborhood, like, man, look, I got some things going on too.
Hey, gangbangers want to get healed.
Yeah, they want to get healed too. Seriously, though. So,
hey, bro, it be the hardest dude. Like, look, fam, on everything, man. Yeah. Help my heart.
Yeah, but what's crazy is when you start looking out and loving yourself, it changes your perception of reality. Because we got robbers, murderers coming saying, look, I want to live now. Absolutely. They weren't talking that at first. Absolutely. So man, they get on their diet, they change, man, and after that, man, it went worldwide. I ended up getting in contact with a few celebrities because I was doing things. I ended up healing somebody in St. Louis, Missouri. They had a connection to a basketball player, and I can't say his name, but I ended up healing him of herpes and HSV 1 and 2. So I healed him of herpes, man, and he just spread my name.
Oh yeah, if you get herpes off of somebody, you get.
And that's when it took off.
That's like putting a brother back in the game. I'm in, coach. Woo!
Yeah. You know so what he did, he ended up telling everybody about me in the industry, and then he ended up paying for my first seminar, and that's what did it, man. That first seminar, and it spread like a wildfire. So now, we sell millions and millions and millions of healing products a year. I have
a great story.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like me right now, still, I wake up and I be like, this shit is a dream.
It is, man. And it came from your adversity, right? And this is the thing that I want to say to people that are watching and listening. A lot of times we don't see the gift in the obstacle, right? You 21, you ain't supposed to have heart disease or any type of thing like that. You so young, you know, but you're not eating right.
Not at all.
And you probably, if you're that heavy, you're eating fatty, like you're eating stuff that your body can't even process.
Yeah, so I come from a Hebraic background, Hebrew Israelite background, and we was known for eating a lot of lamb, a lot of goat, oxtail stew, stuff like that. So I'm eating that stuff every day. And then I didn't have no recollection of what the eternal clock was, the circadian rhythm, the times of the day that you're supposed to eat, giving your body and your intestinal tract time to actually digest your food. I didn't know nothing about that. I was an emotional eater because I went through a lot of trauma when I was little. So whenever I went through that trauma when I was older, I used to emotionally eat, man, and just doing that day in, day out, drinking, smoking, doing recreational drugs, man, it takes a toll on you. And I was wondering how I wasn't healing fast. I had to realize, man, you spent 21 of your years, being super, super toxic. You ain't finna heal overnight. But man, when I really took that sacrifice and I said, you know what, I'm not going to eat nothing solid. I'm going to go on a solid food vacation. I'm going to drink nothing but juice. And most of it was melon juice, watermelon juice. And I did that for 120 days. And I took some herbs that I made up, man. I focused on my liver. I focused on my kidneys. I focused on my blood and my lymphatic system. Okay. Man, I did that for 120 days. Every disease I had was gone. The doctors was asking me what I did. They bugging, man. They bugging. And what happened was I lost weight so rapidly that I had like loose skin and everything. So then I had to learn about how to tighten my skin back up. I didn't even know that your thyroid and your parathyroid is in control of your connective tissue. So then I had to heal my thyroid and my skin started getting firm again, man. I look like a totally different person, man.